Hello, this software will automate your business right from the time you receive your inquiry till the time you do your collections. You can enter all your contacts over here, and the moment you receive an inquiry, you enter it over here. For example, we are now received an inquiry from a company, okay, Mediterranean shipping company, and where is it from? Maybe it's from Kenya. You could put the locations and you can allocate it to a particular sales staff. Let's say this goes to Jack, and what are the products that he is interested in. Okay, you can get everything at the click of a mouse. Maybe he wants a CCTV. Okay, maybe he wants two numbers of that, and he wants, let's say he wants a barcode scanner. You just click here. You no need to remember codes, just type the first few letters and you get your product. And maybe he wants three barcode scanners. If you want, you can also import all your items through an Excel sheet which is shown here. So in that case there is no data entry too. Okay, we save the inquiry and an inquiry number 150 gets generated. Okay, an inquiry tracking screen comes up. We shall not get into that exercise now, right? It then asks you, do you wish to generate a quotation, yes or no? For the moment we'll say no. If I say yes, it will click generate a quotation. Okay, now it immediately brings on screen a list of all the suppliers for each and every product in that particular inquiry. If you remember, we had asked, the customer had asked for a CCTV and a barcode scanner. It shows you the suppliers and the listed price if it is available. If there is no supplier for the particular product, then it will tell you that there is no supplier. So in this way, you will know to whom this ask for the quotations. Okay. We can now generate the RFQs or the request for quotations. Now here I will select the inquiry number. Okay. Now I will select those two suppliers whom the report had shown up. Okay. One was this supplier and the other one was this supplier. Okay. I now save it. That's all. The request for quotation is automatically emailed to all the suppliers whom you select. Thus, it gives you full automation. If you notice on the screen, the email IDs too is not there, but system automatically detects and sends the mails. It also informs you that RFQ number 127 and 128 is generated by the system. Okay. Now, based on that, the suppliers will send you the quotations. When those suppliers send you the quotations, you can enter it over here. For example, the supplier is this guy was one of the suppliers. What is the RFQ number, request for quotation number? Automatically it shows you two RFQs which were sent to him. Ours, the current one is 128. I shall put that as a reference for our quotation. If you want, you can add on additional costs over here. Let's say there's an import duty this guy charges, so you can, we will come to know the exact pricing. Even the currencies you can choose. Let's say I've taken this in Indian rupees. Now only the items which were in that particular inquiry will come up. Okay, so there is minimum chances of making any errors. What is the rate? Maybe he charges you 5,000 for this. Okay, you can add on all the taxes if you want. And he has a barcode scanner and maybe he charges 6,000 for that. Whatever the pricing, you can put that in. Okay, so I have entered the quotation of one of the suppliers. I can also enter the quotation of the other supplier. The other supplier was this one. There are reports to help you control all this. Okay, the 127. I will put that as the quotation reference or the actual real quotation number in Indian rupees. Let's say this supplier is more expensive. Okay, he charges maybe 8,000 for this, and each, this guy for the barcode scanner he charges maybe 9,000, and I save the quotation. So in this way, for every request for quotation that you had sent, whoever sends you the quotation, we enter that into the system. After that, we can have a quotation comparison statement. My inquiry number was 150, so which is appears over here, and I will just run the report. System now gives me a quotation comparison statement. It will add up all the taxes and other costs if there are any, and bring out the actual net cost and display it to you on the system. Okay, see here it is. The inquiry number is 150. This the quotation selected Q127 128, CCTV camera, barcode scanner. This supplier's rate is so and so. So obviously this Ahuja supplier is the cheaper of the two. So you can just mark it out and give it to your staff to do the rest of the processing. Now what we'll do is we'll enter the quotations which we will send to our customer. So this is, we will now enter our quotation to the customer. Okay, I just bring in the inquiry number. My inquiry number is 150 to this Mediterranean Shipping Company. It brings up all the details. Now these are the items which we will be supplying to them, but whom shall we purchase it from? Okay, so I click on this. Automatically it brings on screen the suppliers whom I have selected to purchase from. If you remember, we had decided to purchase from Ahuja International because he was the cheapest. Okay, even the rates are visible here. I click on this, and then even the second one, the barcode scanner, whom will I buy from? Again, we had decided to buy from Ahuja International based on our analysis of the quotation comparison summary. Okay, that's all. I just save it. Okay, it generates a quotation number 245. If you notice on the top left hand corner of the screen, quotation 100 number 245 is generated. I say OK, and a printout of this will appear. If I'm sorry, if you want, you can even make changes to these particular rates. The system adds on, if you want, the system will add on a markup percentage based on whatever you have set up. Currently it takes 20% as the markup price. If you want, you can keep changing the selling price. This is the printout of the quotation. Okay, if you wish, you can even have the image of the product, and you can have some either some advertising material or some specification regarding the product. Okay, so the quotation is printed. Now the easy part, at the click of a button, an email of the quotation automatically goes to the customer. You don't even have to remember the mail IDs. Okay, there you will see that the quotation has now gone to the customer. That is how the quotation will be entered into the system. We will now enter the purchase orders for procuring those two items. Okay, based on the quotation. Okay, now from which quotation are we buying from? We are buying from 128 of Ahuja International. Right, it picks up everything. What are the products which we will be buying? Here it comes back from the quotation. There is zero data entry, absolute zero data entry. Okay, I clicked it and it generates an order number, PO number 218. Okay, this PO is not in the system till it gets authorized. I hope you realize the amount of automation. There was zero data entry. Okay, and now this is a list of all unauthorized purchase orders in the system. I will look at it and I will authorize it. Okay, so let's say I have authorized the purchase order. Only after authorizing will be seen in the system. The moment you see a printed purchase order in your company, that means it has been authorized. Okay, the purchase order will automatically go to the supplier. Even here there is no work to be done. This is your purchase order. We can have your logo or we'll print it on your letterhead. So this is how the system works. At any time there are reports to find out what all items are pending for delivery from your suppliers.